I think it's weird Khalil Mack is still with the Raiders. I think it's weird the Raiders haven't traded Khalil Mack. And actually, I want to reword that in a better way. I want to rephrase it. It's surprising to me somebody hasn't yet traded for Khalil Mack. Why hasn't anybody traded for Khalil Mack? It's surprising to me. It's weird. Khalil Mack is a great pass rusher. He had 10.5 sacks last year. He's got all these accolades. He was once Defensive Player of the Year. And Khalil Mack doesn't want to be in Oakland. That's the thing. The Raiders have no value. Khalil Mack has no value to the Raiders because he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to sign a deal with the Raiders. He doesn't want to be there at all. Khalil Mack is basically useless to the Raiders. The Raiders have very little leverage when it comes to Khalil Mack. I don't know. You would think that the price tag for Khalil Mack, if you're trying to trade for Khalil Mack, you'd think it's actually pretty low because, look, the Raiders can't keep him. All you got to do is outbid the other teams trying to trade for Khalil Mack. I'm of two minds when it comes to a Khalil Mack trade. I have kind of two perspectives here. On one hand, it's like, look, it's pretty clear. He had 10.5 sacks last year. He's a great player. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. He's a 2-time first-team All-Pro. In 2016, Khalil Mack was the Defensive Player of the Year. You'd go, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Go get Khalil Mack. However, it's also worth noting, how valuable is Khalil Mack? Because he was healthy all year last year. He played all 16 games last year. And even with Khalil Mack on their roster, even playing, the Raiders' defense was terrible. His value wasn't very high. It didn't really help a lot. And it's pretty interesting. As NFL rules keep changing, defensive players continue to lose their value. I don't know. Now, here's the other factor, though. A team like the Packers, the Green Bay Packers, I love their secondary. I love their corners. I love their safeties. They have players behind Khalil Mack that could really help him. Because he's a good pass rusher. He gets after the quarterback, and the guys defending receivers, that's great. Because the thing is, you can have a great pass rush, and that's awesome. But if you don't have anybody guarding receivers, it doesn't matter. The Packers have guys guarding receivers. They have a great secondary. In my mind, it makes sense. The Packers should be the favorite to get Khalil Mack. Look, the defense is in place to get the most out of Khalil Mack. And the Packers are in a position. They have a great quarterback. They have a solid defense. Add Khalil Mack, that's a better defense. Khalil Mack could be the difference to help the Packers win a Super Bowl. That's exciting. As a football fan, I'm like, yes, please. I want to see Aaron Rodgers push for another Super Bowl. He needs help on defense. Because the Packers are going to score points. He just needs help on defense. And the Raiders would benefit from sending Khalil Mack to the Oakland Raiders more than any other team because, look, you're not going to trade him to a team in your division. You don't really want to trade him to the Jets, who are in the AFC. If you trade Khalil Mack to the Packers, he's far away. You're not going to play him until you play a team in the Super Bowl. You won't see him in the playoffs. He's not going to affect your playoff hunt. I think the Packers should be the front runner. The question is, are they aggressive? Are they willing to go after players? Because historically, they're pretty conservative as a franchise. They don't go after large marquee free agents. I wish they would, but they won't. Man, the Packers should go after Khalil Mack. If they don't, they're stupid. Because they're just wasting years of Aaron Rodgers' career. You have a great secondary. Go get a great defensive player, a pass rusher, and go after a Super Bowl. That's what makes sense to me. Now, there are a couple other teams in the mix. The Jets are in the mix. The Bears, the Buffalo Bills, the Indianapolis Colts have been mentioned. But if I'm a team looking for Khalil Mack, I would want a team with good safeties and good corners, a good secondary behind Khalil Mack to acquire him. Because that's how you get the most out of Khalil Mack. I think the Jets should go for it. That's what I would do. But the Raiders can't keep him. The Raiders can't keep Khalil Mack. He doesn't want to be there. He's no value to the Raiders. Now, here's the thing you got to know. If you're going to get Khalil Mack, if you're going to trade for Khalil Mack, he wants a new contract. And you should know the history of his agent. Khalil Mack's agent is the same agent that helped Chris Johnson successfully hold out from the Titans. And that holdout got him a 4-year deal worth $53.9 million, basically $54 million. This same agent is the same agent that made Patrick Peterson the highest paid corner in the NFL in 2014. He also got Tavon Austin way more money than he deserved from an extension, about $10 million a year. Look, you're going to have to pay Khalil Mack, and he's going to drive up the bargain. He wants to be paid more than Aaron Donald, the big defensive tackle for the Raiders. But the Packers should, I repeat, the Packers should go after Khalil Mack. And the Jets should. Frankly, most teams should. He's going to make your team better. I don't know how much better. It didn't help the Raiders much. But if you have a good secondary, if you have good players on defense already, add Khalil Mack. That could be the difference. If you're a good team, it's on the cusp, that could make you a Super Bowl team. Like the Packers are close. I don't know how good their defense is. If you add Khalil Mack, bam, that could be a Super Bowl. I don't understand why more teams aren't going after Khalil Mack. I don't know why he's still with the Raiders. I don't know why teams haven't traded for him. I'd be eager to trade for him immediately. I don't get it. I have no idea. If I'm the Packers, if I'm the Jets, if I'm a team on the cusp, I'm trading for Khalil Mack tomorrow. The Packers especially, that's the one I don't get. Why haven't the Packers traded for Khalil Mack? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is my show, Strong Opinion Sports. My name is Zach Schaumler, and this is just my passion. I love it. If you like Strong Opinion Sports as much as I do, you can share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about the show. And if you're new to Strong Opinion Sports, you can subscribe on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube. You can find the full entire hour-long podcast on YouTube, as well as shorter little breakouts like this one you just watched. So again, share it, subscribe to it. It's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys, and have a great day.